All right, NFL fans, it's week 3, and you know what that means. The honeymoon's over. The preseason hype, gone. The early fluke wins, they don't fool anybody anymore. This is where contenders separate from pretenders. And if you're in a survivor pool, this is the week that can make or break your season. Today, we're breaking down every single week 3 matchup, betting odds, survivor pool strategy, and yes, even the early playoff implications. Strap in, because this ride is gonna be wild. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is where we dive deep into NFL news, analysis, and strategy every single week. And if you're already part of the community, you know the drill. Drop your survivor pick for week 3 down in the comments. Let's see who's got the guts to go bold this week. All right, let's jump in, game by game, with all the insights you need. Game 1. Philadelphia Eagles versus Dallas Cowboys. Let's kick it off with a bang. NFC East rivalry under the primetime lights. The Eagles and Cowboys don't just play football, they go to war, and this one has layers. Philly's 2-0 start looks dominant on paper, but they've had moments of sloppiness. Jalen Hurts has been fine, but not peak Hurts yet. Meanwhile, Dallas is reeling from losing Micah Parsons in that blockbuster trade earlier in the year. Their defense doesn't look the same without him. Betting angle. Eagles opened around a touchdown favorite, minus 7.5, and the line crept up thanks to the Parsons trade fallout. Betting markets have Philly at about a 76% implied win probability. That's a big number for a divisional game, but it tells you how much Vegas believes in the Eagles' depth. Survivor pool angle. Here's the trap. Everyone wants to pick Philly this week. It's Thursday night, it's juicy, it's safe. But do you really want to burn the Eagles in week 3 when you could use them later against the Giants, Bears, or Raiders? I'd pass unless you're in a small pool. Playoff implications? These head-to-head NFC East games always come back around. If Dallas somehow wins, it changes the entire division seeding picture. For Philly, it's about staying ahead of San Francisco for that NFC 1 seed race. Game 2. Denver Broncos versus Tennessee Titans. This is one of those sneaky survivor spots. Denver's defense is still nasty, and at home in that mile-high altitude, rookie QB Cam Ward of the Titans could be in trouble. Titans are rebuilding, Broncos are trying to prove last year wasn't a fluke. Betting angle, Broncos are minus 8 favorites. That translates to about 77% win probability. Sounds safe, but remember, underdogs still win about 1 in 4 times even at those odds. Survivor pool strategy. This might be the highest win probability the Broncos get all year. Do you burn them here or save them for later games like versus Giants or Bears or Raiders? Personally, this is a great week 3 survivor option. I'd rank Denver right up there with the Eagles as the safe pick of the week. Playoff talk, Broncos need to stack wins early. Their division with Mahomes and Herbert won't forgive slow starts. A week 3 win here is almost mandatory to keep pace. Game 3, Arizona Cardinals versus the New Orleans Saints. Now here's where things get interesting. Arizona has looked sharp, Kyler Murray looks healthy, they've added depth, and their defense is feisty. The Saints, let's be honest, they're rebuilding. The betting markets basically have them bottom 3 in the league. Betting angle, Cards are about minus 3 on the road, which feels short, 71% implied win chance. Still, it's a road game, always dicey. Survivor angle. This is the classic trap game. Everyone thinks, oh, the Saints are bad, easy win for Arizona. But road survivor picks in September? Dangerous. If you're bold, sure. If you want safety, pass. Playoff angle? For Arizona, these are the games that separate a playoff team from an 8-9 disappointment. NFC is wide open. Cards can't afford to stumble.
Game 4. Washington Commanders versus New York Giants. Russell Wilson in Giants blue. Still weird to say. The Commanders are quietly strong, and the Giants are in full transition mode. Washington's defense is tough, but this is still a coin flip type divisional game. Betting angle, Commanders around minus 3.5. That tells you the market sees them slightly better, but not dominant. Survivor pool, hard pass. Divisional coin flips equals survivor suicide. Playoff storyline, Commanders are projected fringe playoff team. Beating the Giants doesn't sound huge, but in tiebreakers for wildcard, these games matter big time. Game 5, Los Angeles Rams versus Houston Texans. Now this one's spicy. The Texans are young and hungry, but they're walking into a Rams buzzsaw. Matthew Stafford looked great in Week 2, Cooper Kupp is healthy, and Aaron Donald is still wrecking games. Betting line, Rams -6, about 56% win probability, which shows you Vegas doesn't trust Houston yet. Survivor pick, I love this as a sneaky contrarian survivor play. While everyone's on Eagles or Broncos, you could roll Rams here and separate yourself. Risky, but high upside. Playoff vibes, the Texans might be a year away, but the Rams are in one last run mode. Every win counts if they're going to chase the Niners in the NFC West. Game 6, Green Bay Packers versus Carolina Panthers. Jordan Love has been solid. Panthers are in full rebuild mode. Line, Packers -4.5. Survivor, safer options exist, but Packers are a decent mid-tier play. Playoffs, Packers need these games to keep pace in a brutal NFC North with Detroit and Minnesota lurking. Game 7, Baltimore Ravens versus Cleveland Browns. AFC North slugfest. Line, Ravens -3. Survivor, stay far, far away. Playoffs, these games literally decide seeding. Tiebreakers, home field advantage. This is a January-level matchup in September. Game 8, Buffalo Bills versus Jacksonville Jaguars. London game, first international game. Buffalo Mafia taking over London. Line, Bills -5. Survivor, tempting, but don't waste the Bills this early. Save them for December. Playoffs, both teams likely playoff bound. This could determine seeding down the line. Game 9, San Francisco 49ers versus Minnesota Vikings. The 49ers are the machine of the NFC. Vikings, feisty but outmatched. Line, Niners -9. Survivor, if you didn't use them already, this is the safest pick on the board. Playoffs, Niners are racing Philly for home field. They can't slip. Game 10, Cincinnati Bengals versus Pittsburgh Steelers. Classic AFC North bloodbath. Line, Bengals -2. Survivor, never touch Bengals Steelers in Survivor. Too volatile. Playoffs, whoever wins gains a massive leg up in wildcard positioning. Game 11, Miami Dolphins versus New England Patriots. Tua versus Belichick chess match. Line, Dolphins -4. Survivor, risky, but Dolphins offense is lethal. Playoffs, Dolphins chasing Buffalo in the AFC East. Pats fighting to stay relevant. Game 12, Detroit Lions versus Chicago Bears. Detroit is America's darling right now. Bears, total mess. Line, Lions -7.5. Survivor, love this pick. Probably top 3 safest this week. Playoffs, Lions are division favorites, so they can't blow layups like this. Game 13, Los Angeles Chargers versus New York Jets. Herbert versus Aaron Rodgers, popcorn game. Line, Chargers -1. Total coin flip. Survivor, avoid. Playoffs, wildcard seeding could hinge on this game. Game 14, Kansas City Chiefs versus Indianapolis Colts. Chiefs at home, Mahomes, Inna said. Line, Chiefs -10. Safest pick of the week. Survivor, if you're desperate for a lock, KC is your guy. Playoffs, Chiefs are chasing another 1 seed. Every game matters. Game 15, Seattle Seahawks versus Atlanta Falcons. Sneaky good game. Line, Seattle -3. Survivor, pass. Too risky. Playoffs, both teams wildcard hopefuls. This could be a tiebreaker decider in January. Game 16, Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Las Vegas Raiders. Monday Night Football. Not the sexiest matchup, but Monday night always delivers drama. Line, Raiders -2. Survivor, don't even think about it. Playoffs, both teams fighting for scraps in their divisions. The loser might already be behind the curve. So, there you have it. Every single Week 3 matchup broken down with Survivor strategy, betting angles, and yes, even the early playoff storylines that nobody's talking about yet. This is the week where pools get wiped out. Do you play it safe with the Eagles or Chiefs, or do you go bold with a sneaky pick like the Rams or Lions? That's the beauty of the NFL. Every choice comes with risk. Now it's your turn. Drop your Week 3 Survivor Pool pick in the comments. Are you going safe or swinging for the fences? And if you're hungry for more breakdowns, click right here to check out my deep dive on the latest NFL trade rumors and how they could shake up the playoff race. Trust me, you don't want to miss that one. Until next time, enjoy Week 3, and may your Survivor picks survive.